In our workshops, we often introduce the safety opportunity continuum. People tend to exist on this grand continuum that ranges from safety-seeking behavior on the one hand to opportunity-seeking behavior on the other hand. Now, most of us are willing to go out on this continuum to some degree, and we call this area our comfort zone. So we all have heard that term, our comfort zone. Well, if you're not in your comfort zone, where are you? By definition, you're in your discomfort zone. But the thing that we always communicate to people is that people and organizations, that is individuals and collectives of individuals, don't grow in a zone of comfort. You grow, progress, and evolve in a zone of discomfort. So if you're in a leadership role, your job is to help do two things. First is be a role model of courage yourself. And that means you've got to be doing things that give you sweaty palms occasionally to role model the way of moving into discomfort. And if you're in a leadership role, your second job is to nudge people into discomfort as well. Your job is to help people become comfortable with discomfort. And the trick is that in helping them get to become uncomfortable, you want them to pursue opportunities that are good for them. Ginny Rometty, who is the CEO of IBM, she says comfort and growth don't coexist. If you want to grow and develop and progress, you've got to try new things. You've got to become uncomfortable. It's part of your job as a human being to grow forward. So this idea of comfort is very important, but you have to be pursuing opportunities. People will move mountains for leaders. People will move mountains for their organizations. They will have high engagement for their organization to the extent that they know in moving this mountain, I get something in return. It's got to be good for me too. In other words, in order to further the goals of the organization, what do I get in exchange? And they are entitled to an answer to that. Do they get new skills? Do they get a job promotion? Do they get better compensation? Do they get rewarded better at the end of the year? Do they get capabilities that enlarge their ability to make an impact on the organization? How is it also good for them? Because we all sort of play that same radio station in our head, WIIFM, what's in it for me? And if we are asking them to do things that are outside of their comfort zone, into their discomfort zone, in exchange for doing that, there should be opportunity for them. Benjamin Disraeli was the former Prime Minister of Great Britain, and he said, opportunity is more powerful even than conquerors and prophets. Opportunity is more powerful even than conquerors and prophets. In other words, opportunity is hugely motivating. It's hugely engaging for people. If you think about the immigrant story of most people in the United States, it involves some intrepid soul who left the safe shores of their homeland in order to come to the United States in search of a better life. It was opportunity that animated them, motivated them, and engaged them. My great-grandmother was 17 years old when she left the shores of Southern Ireland to come to the United States and never went back home. Had she not taken that risk and displayed that courage, I wouldn't exist today. So a leader's job is to help nudge people into discomfort so they grow. But that growth has to come with some opportunity for the people who are moving the organization forward.